So recently, I started rereading the book of Matthew, and in chapter 6 of that book, Jesus talks about how we should pray in secret, how we should give alms in secret, how we should fast in secret, that we may be rewarded openly. And when he said that, I realized how true this really is. Not just about praying, not just about your relationship with God, but in all aspects of life. And that's why I want to spend this video talking about why we should be humble, why we shouldn't boast about things, why it's beneficial actually to do the opposite, to just stay in our own lanes. So let's start there. Why is it beneficial that we stay humble? Why is it beneficial that we do not boast to others about our accomplishments? From my experience, when people boast about things, nobody really, they'll give you a little respect, but not the same amount as if they find out. Like, imagine you're working out all day, every day, and you tell people all the time, hey, I bench 135 now, or look at this right here. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, people may be like, oh, cool, he's in the gym. But they don't have the same respect for you as if, imagine you've been working out for 2 years straight, right? Consistently working hard. And then somebody notices that you have more veins, or your biceps are bigger, or you have a bigger build now. Who has more respect? The person who doesn't tell anybody, or the person who boasts about it? It's obviously the person who doesn't tell anybody. So it's more beneficial if you don't boast because you gain more respect from others. You actually boast to get respect, but it doesn't really work. If you don't tell anybody and they just find out about the work you've been doing, you're bound to get more respect than if you just tell them yourself. So that's why I don't think we should boast, because it's kind of like a weak man's pleasure. And being humble doesn't benefit you just because you get other people's respect. It's also a better internal state. So imagine these two people, right? The person who always wants to make sure people know what's going on with him. Always want to make sure, hey, you guys know I'm doing this right. You guys know I'm this good, right? Rather than this dude he's humble, he's secure in who he is. He doesn't need to let people know what he's doing. Obviously, this humble dude has a better internal state than this guy because he doesn't need outside validation. He knows who he is, and he doesn't need to prove it to anybody. So that's why we should all aim to be humble, not just because we want respect from others, but because it's a healthier and better mental state. I've talked about this in previous videos, so if you're subscribed to me, you've heard me talk about this before, but I just thought that this idea and this concept needs to have its own video. I've probably made a video about humility before, but I just wanted to do one again. I recycle videos every now and then because new people haven't seen them yet. But yeah, be humble. That's all I got. If you want to be saved, I have a video over here. If you want to start self-improvement, I have a video over here. Thank you for watching, and praise God.